TLDW for today's video, we're doing a mirror from scratch, about 12 hours in, level 88, or almost 89. Pretty decent gear overall. Didn't really spend too much, didn't spend anything on the boots, but everything else was about 5 to 15C. So the chest piece was 30C, I think. I have a suffix, but I guess I don't really have anything. I guess I could scrap that. This is what tree looks like. Like, bunch of life, bunch of warcry stuff. Makes the build feel pretty well. Pretty fast. We're in our shadow build, 7k life. Don't really need that much damage at the moment. Most of it's kind of carried by this like 550 pdps weapon. Got this for super cheap, so I'll probably spend a lot on that. I can go ahead and show a map here. We'll do a T10 Conqueror. I think I'm like, what, 2, 6, 9, 10. I'm like 10 Conquerors in, so this will be number 11. So I'll just show the map clear really quick. I guess the only other part of the video I really want to talk about is I finished up my university, actually. And since I finished up uni, I will be streaming full-time, or as close to full-time as I possibly can get. Every day for the next 2 years. So I'm gonna try to stream once per day every day. At least once per day, that is. I'll probably have a few days of like, you know, streaming for like maybe an hour or two only, and then a handful of days where I stream for 12 hours like today. Pretty jazzed to do the challenge. Anyways, the rotation is you seismic cry, ideally get down to like 3, so you like attack twice, then you'll intimidating, and then after that you will have 3 and 3 lined up, and then you'll just slam as many times as you need, then you'll enduring cry. The real way this build works is off the rage system was berserk. You can kind of see that we kind of zoom around. The ideal goal right now is that we're setting up to be able to do shape resets. So I'd like to be able to kill all the Jardians. So I'm getting a lot of XP, setting up Atlas for that. Getting a lot of completion. We're at 80 out of 164. Could be higher. I mean, pretty much everything could be slightly better, but I did a lot of trading, as you can see by the currency tab. It's somewhere around like 200C or so, just because every one of those 150 alterations. Every 3 of those is worth 1C at the moment. To get my start, I noticed that alterations are very, very expensive. Meaning that I could get a bunch of Chaos Orbs just from IDing rares. So I pretty much picked up every rare, even if it meant that I had to go back to town. No, I'm missing up Rhoda. But yeah, that was like a super easy way to get currency early on. I was able to get like a 5 link, easy like, double corrupt stuff. Not double corrupt, but just corrupt the chest piece early on. I think I used a tabula like super early, so I managed to find one from a delirium. I guess after this conquer, the only other wisdom I can really impart on you guys is something that I've been using pretty much the whole run, and that's knowing exactly what your item's worth. So I'll show you guys a good example of what I mean by that. Yeah, I've been playing this fight pretty horrendously actually, but I don't have another conquer to fight, so. Damage could be scaled a lot higher, but I'm choosing to not go impale until like red maps, high red maps, somewhere around there. Felt pretty fine up until this point. Show you guys an example. I'll go ahead and pull up PV trade. This is something that I actually did earlier. So I dropped a Bisco's Leash, which is a heavy belt, and you'll see that Biscos are about 4C each, 5C. Well, I had an item that had 40% to cold res, and that made it worth like 35C instead. So I managed to sell it for 35. You can squeeze out a lot more value out of your items by doing this. If an item is like pretty exclusive, then you can increase the price by quite a lot, assuming that you know what you have. So like, another example is I had a Haku weapon. It was a wand. Let's look up like wand quality of socketed support gems. Or I think it's just socketed gems. I don't remember what it is, but Haku's Veiled, something like that. I managed to sell one of these, even though it's completely useless, because I can't level up any in gems, so I'm just leveling up in powers. Even though the wand itself is completely useless, I managed to sell it for 10Z earlier. I veiled it, or unveiled it, and it was 10%, which is perfect roll. so it's worth a bit more. Do you pick up all the influence items for Exalted Shard recipe? No, I don't. It's too annoying to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Decent progress, I'd say. Pretty happy with like some of this gear. Some pieces are really nice. You definitely get some pretty valuable stuff this late in the league. I mean, we're only like what, 3 weeks, a month in? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye everyone. Bye. Bye bye.